You can start.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Armina ma'am. Good evening, all respected audience. The topic given to me today is learning management. It is very close to my heart. This topic is outstanding topic because we go to school with a purpose. We teach students with a purpose. Students learn with a purpose. So purpose involved. So today I wish to talk on learning management. I am Nahid Raza. I am principal of Acme School of Learning. My school is located in Uttar Pradesh. So, learning management. We conceptualize things, we transmit it, and children perceive them. In this process of teaching and learning, even we should try to define it as learning as teaching because learning is involved when we are teaching. Because if we know, then only we can transfer. If we are aware of, then only we can make our students aware of. Right? And if we are enthusiastic, we transfer enthusiasm, our students are enthusiastic. Earlier, we were talking about classroom management. Classroom management is physical management basically. But so far as learning is concerned, learning management is people management. So first of all, we should try to connect with our students. I repeat, we need to connect before we need to communicate. We need to have high expectations from our students. We need to care our students because they are our responsibility. Their parents have given us responsibility to make them better, to make them wiser, and to make them good citizens of this world cosmopolitan. We need to have positive, please understand, positive expectation from students' success. We should believe in our students, and at the same time, we should believe and trust that yes, each student sitting in our class would be successful, must be successful. And yes, we should call our students as successful students, and we should keep on telling them, yes, you are improving. We should appreciate them. We should try to make them on board. They should be effective participants in the class. So, autonomy should be given to students when they are independent, when they are responsible, when they are accountable. They learn better because they start managing their learning. Since they have got autonomy, they have got responsibility, and they are independent. When independence is accorded, when when they are liberated of small things, they feel that yes, they can do and they do. We need to be good classroom managers. If I talk about managers, seating arrangement should be proper, everything should be set, and children should be told where to keep their water bottle, where to keep notebooks, how to handle pen and pencil, and how to use material. This is very structured approach. Slowly and gradually, children have habit of doing their work systematically. Why systematically? Because Everything is a process. If children understand this small thing, it can change their life, it can change their learning pattern, and they will feel liberated, better, and wiser. And yes, we should always give quality instruction. For quality instruction, we need to prepare well. Preparation is the key. Planning is the key. When you want to make students better learner, we should plan because planning could accelerate learning. Planning could save 90% of energy. So what is required? We need to have planning for entire week, for entire month, and for entire year. Because many things are repeated throughout the year. Class tests are there, formative exams are there, summative exams are there, right? So children must be well versed and proper planning should be done 3 months before the session begins. Everything should be done. Why should be done? Every stakeholder involved in this process of teaching and learning must be aware of the processes, procedures, and system of the school. When these things are happening, children automatically learn deliberately and undeliberately the things going because their perception power is very strong. Yes, please allow children to believe in themselves and that they can do it. Encourage and praise students' attempt, even if students are attempting, trying, their efforts should be appreciated. And I am here with a small, beautiful note that children must create. And first of all, we should create good and effective study plan. This is how children could manage learning. They should always have proper routine, daily routine at home as well. Because in a school, everything is structured. Lectures are happening, teaching and learning is happening, classwork is given, explanation takes place, homework is given, and children are noting down, recording homework in school diary. But how many times are students coming? To 20 days, to 30 days in a year. So many days they are at home and afternoon in evening hours they are at home. So they should create effective study plan. They should choose a quiet place, a silent place to study at home. And yes, they need not to study for a longer period of time at one go. No. In between, they should take a break. Means after every 25 minutes, they can take break of 5 minutes, or after 50 minutes, they can take break of 10 minutes. What will happen? They will have round, they could walk in these 5 to 10 minutes, right? And blood circulation is better. When blood circulation is better, 18% of learning is better. When these things are happening, better learning is also happening, right? They can take water in between, they can take fruit in between, right? Stress is natural. Stress is natural. Please don't feel that you don't have panic. It is natural. You are going to write exam, your class tests are there. So nervousness is sometimes required so that We are serious about studies, we are serious about learning. And yes, so far as food habits, eating habits are concerned, we need to eat healthy and go easy on tea, coffee, right? So these should be taken very less. And mindset is everything. We need to have positive thinking about ourselves, about environment, about study material, right? So positive thinking must be practiced. And yes, please never forget, when you are studying and studying, you forget to have proper rest. In this series, we need to have proper sleep, sound sleep, because cells are rejuvenated. So we need to have proper sleep, and we should try to have target of 7 to 8 hours sleep, and we should sleep better. And yes, when we are doing better in studies, right, and learning is taking place better, so we should have some sort of treat, right? We should have a special food, and we should convey to our parents that we have done very well, right? And parents should also keep in mind that parents should appreciate their children when learning is better taking place at home and in school. And teachers must also appreciate, some chocolates could be given, some good remarks should be given, and parents should be called that your child is doing very well. So these things help to have better learning management, right? And yes, suppose you are going to write exam or you are going to write class test, so we need to have worksheets of class tests, examinations, because the more we practice, the better we perform, right? And we should visualize that we are doing well, we are writing our exams well. So these things help us to familiarize with the material, with the test, with the exams. So format should be practiced, right? What sort of question papers are there, right? And we should have proper time management for learning management. When time is involved, our behavior changes towards studies and its material. Relaxation techniques very, very essential for learning management. We should have deep breathing, mindfulness, that we should be present in the present, right? Whatever we are doing, we are focusing 100%. Otherwise, we need not to do. The more focus, the better performance. It is very simple, right? And what are thoughts? What thoughts are coming? What feelings are coming? And we should have positive talk, self-talk for better learning management. And we should visualize that we are doing well, we are preparing well, we are writing well, our learning outcomes are better. So, in these, if these techniques are adopted, learning it takes place better. And yes, whenever support is required from teachers, from parents, from students, from other students, we need to call for support, because support is very much required. Sometimes emotionally, sometimes for better study material. So these things could be done, right? Physical health is very, very important. If we are physically well, we are mentally well. And when we are mentally well, right, learning management is always better, because learning is neurological process. If our brain is working well, and right, there is no problem in setting, right? And yes, please understand that continuous setting is not required. You should have small chunks of studies, then you can take rounds. Sometimes you should have some exercises, right? So we need to study uh, actively, and we should stay active. It is not like that, say we are sitting and studying. No, it's studying also we can study, right? So physical health must be prioritized. And when we are physically well, stress level is quite low. When stress level is low, we can use that means for making ourselves better in learning. So sometimes you should stretch, right? Short walk could be helpful in learning management. So exercise it regularly, not a heavy exercise, light exercise could be done, right? Right. And yes, please understand the importance of sunlight. We should always go to sunlight. Sunlight is never harmful. For a small, for 5 to 10 minutes every day, we should have sunlight. It helps our body to function well, right? I have already told about good sleep, deep breathing, right? And vitamin C is very essential. It should not be deficient in our body, right? And sugar intake must be minimized for better learning outcome, right? And yes, a room, room in classroom as well as at home, it should be uncluttered. It should, right? So, right, it should be clean. Right, desk should be clean where we are studying. So, cleanliness helps us, right, right, and hygiene helps us to have better learning outcome, right? The lesser the clutter, the better still, because we need to focus on our learning material, not things happening around, right? Right. So we should also apply time management. Proper time management should be there. So everything should be at its place so that we can minimize distraction. And time is used for study zone, right? Whenever assignments are given to us, right? Say assignments are to be submitted on Friday. So we need to complete on by Wednesday so that we have one day in spare or one day grace period that we can apply better, right? When we have time, because no pressure sometimes is not good, sometimes it's very good, right? And we need to, for better learning, we need to avoid multitasking. When multitasking is involved, distraction takes place, right? We feel happy, but the productivity and right effectiveness is less when we are having multitask. So we need to avoid multitask for better learning management, right? So phone usage today, children are using social media. So my submission to all parents is to look into this better, because the lesser they are using, the better it is, because distraction is more through social media, the consumption of contents, then this and that, then right. So and light going through eyes, and cognitive function is also this deaccelerated, right? So brain works slowly when we are using mobile and smartphones, right? So these things are there, and yes, get organized, right? Everything should be organized. Michael Phelps, I generally talk about him that he was a swimmer and everything was well structured, and he was saving his time because he was very much organized, right? And yes, children should never skip the classes. Once class is skipped, that concept is hardly uh, caught again, right? So children must take proper notes. Proper notes should be taken. That they should be revised, right? Children should ask questions. They should ask teachers, right? And the space should be there. Proper planning should be there. And with the planning, we should stick to that plan. And it should be our habit, right? Don't just read or read it. We should study actively, right? Notes should be there, underlining should be there, highlighting should be there, summary should be written, kernel notes you must be knowing. So kernel notes should be prepared so that everything goes in our permanent memory, right? So it's time and again, please test yourself so that you can score and have better learning management, right? Right, and increase bright light exposure during the day, right, and avoid these distractions, right. and don't eat late and exercise properly, right? So, Armina ma'am, you have given me opportunity. This is all from my side, right? That you gave me outstanding topic of learning management. Armina ma'am, extend my sincere gratitude to you, good self. So this is all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Armina. Thank you very much.